Hello guys, welcome back to Walking with Will, and you're just in time. It's 8 o'clock, we're just about to go out for a walk. With the current pandemic, we're going to do something a little bit different today. What we're going to do is, we're going to walk both, because we're basically just north and south of each other, so we're going to walk to one point together, have a little chat, and then walk back. And that's our exercise done really, and we're not breaking any rules really or anything like that. So, we're going to walk to Northowram really, so we're going to walk to some woods that are just like smack bang in the middle, near the cricket club. And to get there, I'm walking through Hove Edge, and then into Edge-Hipperholme, so it'll be quite built up, and then past Coley to Stone Chair, and then across to Northowram. And then coming back, I'm going to walk back down the hill towards Shibden, and then into Hove Edge and home as well. Still January time, so 0 degrees, absolute freezing. But I am on my own. And last time we were saying that your pace is a lot quicker, or can be a lot quicker when you're on your own. So mine is going to be today, so I can keep myself nice and warm. I've just got a base layer on, and then a micro fleece, which if I do get really warm, if I'm exerting myself, then I can whip that off. And then on my bottoms, I've just got my base layer pants, and then my over trousers as waterproofs as well. So I don't need to mess around with gaiters or anything like that. And on my feet, waterproof socks are the key. I doubt it's given enough time overnight to freeze all over all of that mud. We didn't really find a spot to have a cup of tea. Well, because we were just meeting each other in one place for a chat, we're definitely going to have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. So he's bringing the stove, I'm bringing the kettle in my bag here, along with I've got my pack-a-mac with waterproof in case it starts raining, because it's not meant to rain, but you know, you never know. My gloves, my little thermos cup as well, so we're not sharing out the same glass or anything like that, as well as my bladder full of water. Always bring water with you, because it's just so important to keep hydrated, especially when you're exercising. But that being said, I think we're ready to go. Let's lace up our boots and see what it's all about. Now, this path that we've come on to come out of Hove Edge and go to Edge-Hipperholme, it might look unassuming, but it's actually called Old Coach Lane. It's sandwiched between a golf course and a school and a farmland on the other side. And as the name suggests, it's where the old coaches used to come back in the day. So this was where they'd all travel through to get to and from Edge-Hipperholme and Brighouse. Now there's not much evidence of it being a coach lane anymore, other than there's a few like cobbles and rocks left on the floor where you've seen where it used to be path for like coaches. It's very easy to miss, always worth checking out. So we've got a marker here of 1867, so that's when this will have been erected, so it gives you a little bit of a time frame on when this thing was around or active. What's over here? It's some sort of insignia, maybe an L and a LA or a P. Looks like a P maybe. Not sure what that can mean. Also, as of 5 minutes ago, it was officially sunrise. Now, if you look carefully, you can't see any sunrise at all because it's so overcast today, so that's a little disappointing, because I know me and Matt were actually quite looking forward to getting out and actually watching the sunrise as we were walking, which can be quite nice, but it just wasn't on the cards today. But at least we've got a bit of a historical route at the moment, just to pique our intrigue. always think it's really beautiful walking up the entrance to Hipperholme Park, where you're walking up the memorial and it's kind of symmetrical on both sides. This memorial was erected and the stray dedicated to the public forever in remembrance of those residents who gave their lives and in gratitude to those survivors who gave their services in the European War, 1914 and 1918. And then they've added to it for the Second World War, in honour of those who gave their lives in the service of their country in the Second World War, 1939 to 1945. And as always, lots of poppies and stuff like that decorating it. Very nice, very important. I've never been this way up to Coley before. I've normally gone through all the woods and stuff through Norwood Green, so I'm just checking a map. And we've got a little map to go through here. We've reset our Strava, got a nice pace going, let's go. Tell a lie, I actually have been up this path before and I had forgotten it, so, or at least how to get to it and where it goes, which I guess is the same thing. Ah yes, nicely secured. Let's put this string back on. If you want to, you can go down there towards Norwood Green, and connect it up with any other walks, but we are heading this way, left at the fork. This is the only thing I found that actually has a date on it to do with the building itself. I might have to give it a little Google when I get home, or if there's anything in local websites. I don't know. To the glory of God, this stone was laid by Edward H. Foster, Northowram Hall, May 11th, 1901. You'd never find anymore, like, there are no buildings that take this amount of work and this amount of, like, what's the word? Skill? Yeah, skill. Proficiency. Anything like that. Because it just takes too long to build. And I guess that's what the old world of when these buildings were made was all about. It wasn't about how quick it was, but it was about how good it looked and how skillful and how long it would stand for. Absolutely gorgeous creatures, the horses, but
They don't half make a lot of shit.
Hello, I was just about to call you. I'm at the cricket club now, so we should be quite close.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, let's have a look on what 3 words. I'm on larger glow dimes. Why, where are you?
I am on motels labelled 6.
Oh, you're in those woods. We'll meet at Smoke, Crib and Encounter. Okay, yeah, I know exactly where to go.
Lovely, right, see you soon.
See you soon. So we've got Matt now. He's here.
Yeah.
And with the help of all the apps, we managed to find each other within about 2 minutes.
Yeah. That what 3 words?
Yeah.
Very good.
What 3 words? Highly recommended. And as you were saying earlier, it is the route or the spot that we chose was pretty much exactly in the middle of where we both live.
Yeah.
So
if I hadn't taken like a bit of a detour around it, it'd have been pretty much bang on, I think.
Yeah. Pats on the back for that.
Yeah.
Well, we're just heading to woods that I know of next to the cricket club, just below it, and
Have a cup of coffee.
Have a cup of coffee because it's right on the top of the hill, and I think we'll have a nice kind of secluded space for it. Oh yes, yeah. I've got a little armrest. We missed out last time, didn't we? Having a cup of coffee. This time, you've got the stove, and I've got the kettle.
First
Here
time
we
you've
go.
used it.
This is the first time I've used it because this is a Christmas present from you. So thank you very much. Oh, it's not even out of the packet.
It's like an old man's piss bag, innit? I'm very well hydrated.
Get off, mate. That's cool. It is a cool kit. I always think that. And I've also got some biscuits.
You got some treats. I'll bring the coffees.
I've got a little present for you. There you go. And I bet if you can guess what this is, I'll be very surprised. On its cover it says unbreak cable, waterproof, safety locking seal, adjustable neck strap, touch friendly. You'll never guess what it is.
Like a bag for it's a waterproof case for a phone.
It is a waterproof case for a phone.
Oh well, thanks, pal.
It's alright.
Have your sloppy seconds. Oh no, that's it. It's the amount of time sometimes where we like get absolutely piss wet through.
And we can actually go properly underwater with them.
Where is my super suit? Where is my spoon?
Where is my super suit?
Oh no, that unbreakable box has gone.
Bloody hell, you didn't have to do that. You could have just said you didn't want it. And this is going everywhere. I've just got fucking coffee everywhere. Oh no, I literally am.
Have you done what I normally do?
No, look at it, it's all over me.
Have you got any in your cup?
There's a little bit of shit there on the rock. That's what you need with your meal table. A little bit of shit on it.
I thought it was a twiglet.
Well, you can have it if you want, if you like twiglets.
I've overfilled it. Just take a sip first.
Well, I can't take a sip because it's boiling.
Oh yeah, you don't do hot drinks, do you? Oh dear, sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Spoil it now. Give it to the squirrels.
Oh, my gloves are warm now.
Yeah, for now. Don't put your cup in the shit.
In the shit. Yeah, it's a good spot, is this?
It is, there's no one here today. I've hardly come across anybody else today.
If you guys at home think this looks really fun, and you don't have any of this shit, any of this stuff here that we've got, if you bring a thermos, bring it through home with a couple of cups like this, spare cups, and you can have just the same experience. Remember to put them all back in your bag the next day. Don't bring disposable cups, because you will want to just throw them away. Any rubbish like this, put it back in your bag and take it home with you. Take your shit home with you. And it is really nice. It's nice to have like a little stopping point.
Yeah. Especially when you've got a meal.
It's like an outdoor coffee shop. It was quite cool because that side goes right down, you've got the fields going down into the woods in the distance. And here, you're in the woods, and you've got all the trees stood up.
And this is just a little gas canister.
How much was the little stove thing?
Like £5.
That's so good, isn't it?
£5, and how long has this lasted? A long time.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked after it for the last few times we've been out.
Fuck's sake!
Did you put it in the shit?
I put it in the shit.
For like little day treks as well, we only have like 6 to 7 litre little rucksacks. This is only a little 6 litre rucksack. And you get what you put in it. You know, you don't need to take a lot of stuff with you.
No, you don't. You've just got to pick and choose what you need, and then. But the option to have a bigger bag is always good. But for out and about like this, tiny little bag just for some water and knickknacks.
Yeah, definitely a big fan of hydration bladders.
Yeah,
water bladders.
Yeah, just means you're not faffing around with every time. And it's right there. It's like it's right there, and I go easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a big believer in outlets, aren't we, for walking gear? Discounted walking gear.
Yeah. Or
that are name branded, obviously.
Or sometimes if you do go to like little walking towns like Skipton and you know parts in the Dales and stuff, they do have like a really big selection sometimes because that's what people go for. So you can get some bargains. My mum's got like a jacket, like a big winter jacket, and it will like reduced from 180 quid down to like 30.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, especially like
Is it? But you can tell everyone what kind of trip you've had, like what little villages you popped through along the way.
I came from Queensbury down into like the Deanstones area and like all over some little fields and stuff. Then I went over a place called Bleak Hill, over into Northowram. But the paths are a little limited.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more paths that I've seen on maps at my end. Were we on time with each other? What time did we meet?
Yeah, I rang you as I was arriving, and you just got where you were.
And that was what was that 9 o'clock?
About 9 o'clock.
Ah, that's good, isn't it?
Which we roughly said, didn't we?
Yeah.
Don't forget your.
Oh, my litter. Yeah.
Litter.
Thanks for reminding me.
So it's so we've come to that time now where we have to part ways. What a sad story. But yeah, I think this worked out really well to say that we can't actually meet up and walk.
Yeah.
We have
meet
to
in the middle, don't we?
Meet in the middle, don't we? I think it worked out really well.
Yeah.
Thanks for the stuff.
Yeah. Thanks
and
for
the coffee.
For the biscuits.
Yeah.
Thank you for my little phone shield.
Yeah, we'll get that out when we start swimming again.
Yeah. And might be in episode 3. You never know. Don't know where you are.
This is episode 3.
Oh, it might be in episode 4.
Well, I mean,
then.
it depends if you count a pilot episode. Well, no, you're in every episode. you're a main character.
See you soon.
Yeah, see you soon, mate.
All right.
See you in a bit. Bye. So now me and Matt have parted ways. I'm following the path down the hill towards Shibden Park, and I'm just gonna go around the outskirts of Shibden Park and travel back to Hove Edge, really. But I'm gonna add a little hill to it because there's an interesting road that I think you might like. With that section just past me and coming up to the main Leeds Road where Shibden is, it is always muddy there because there's water coming right off that hilltop and coming down where the beck is. And I don't know if you saw it, but in the last style, in the lead up to that,
I was stepping in mud that was ankle to shin deep, so it's definitely putting my waterproof socks to the test. Feet still feel bone dry, so this is why I love waterproof socks so much.
Shibden now. We're just at the back end where you step down near the where the edge of the train track is, and it's really trying to rain, like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my waterproof cover onto my bag just to protect the batteries for the GoPro and keep dry, you know, anything else that's in there really. You like the look of this, don't you? Come on. Yeah. Oh, do you want me to come a bit to you? There you go, bud. Oh. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, do you want some more first? Oh. Here you go, a bit more straw. You don't have much grass left in your field, do you? Oh, nice. Oh. Your hair needs sorting out, doesn't it?
So that were a bit of a climb to get to where we are now, and there are easier ways to get back to Hove Edge area, but I think it's good to have a little bit of elevation at any point, because we haven't had much today on this walk, so get your thighs burning, that kind of stuff. And then now we're going down into a path called Dark Lane, which used to be the old highway to Wakefield. There's a plaque at the bottom, so we'll read that when we get down there, but when it's called Dark Lane, it is a dark lane, so I find it really cool. It's quite steep on the way down, but nice and fun.
And here we are, we're at the plaque now, so I can read to you what it says. It goes from Banktop, pretty much Beacon Hill here. Shibden is here for a reference, so that's at the top of the hill, and then it's travel all the way down here and then carry on towards Wakefield, I assume. So it says, until the middle of the 18th century, this was the only route eastwards from Halifax. In 1724, Daniel Defoe wrote that the hill which they go up to come out of the town eastwards towards Leeds, and which the country people call Halifax Bank, is so steep, so rugged, and sometimes so slippery, that to a town of so much business as this is, 'tis exceedingly troublesome and dangerous. Not long after the Norman conquest, William de Warenne, Earl of Surrey, was granted the manor of Wakefield, which extended up to the head of Calder Valley. He established a manorial court in Halifax and gave the parish to Lewes Priory. This resulted in regular journeys by officials and monks between Sandal Castle and Halifax. Norman knights also came this way to hunt deer, boar and wolves in the upper valley. In 1642, the last major battle of Yorkshire was fought at the Adwalton between Leeds and Halifax. The Royalists won and Sir Thomas Fairfax retreated with his defeated troops along this route to Halifax. As the textile trade developed, wool and other goods had been brought into Halifax and finished cloth taken out, much of it by trains and packhorse along this track. Dark Lane is one of the best preserved medieval holloways in West Yorkshire. In parts it is 12 feet deep and was hollowed out by centuries of traffic. On the face of Beacon Hill, a settles track was excavated in 1984 under the direction of Halifax Civic Trust. It was laid in the 1720s to provide an all-weather surface, but it was still too steep for wheeled vehicles. In 1724, a turnpike trust was formed to construct a toll road suitable for wheeled traffic. To reduce the gradients, this followed a new route between Halifax and Edge-Hipperholme by bypassing the medieval track, so that it remains as a fascinating relic for us all to walk along. It's still pretty well preserved, as it says, but my god is it steep. So yeah, I'm not surprised that you can't have wheeled traffic going up and down there like horses and carts and stuff. And to carry like cargo up and down there would have been an absolute killer. I love Dark Lane. I think it's great. It's one of the best ways, I think, to get to travel, just as a little bit of historical interest through like near Southowram and Shibden area. And it says in places it's 12 feet deep because of all the traffic that's gone through there. So at one point it would have been level with the ground, but over 400 years of travel, it's sunk 12 feet. That's mental. That's twice the size of me. This road as well has seen a civil war. It's been through the Civil War and you can still kind of see it. Dark Lane, Holloway. Ancient monument. Let's carry on.
There's a couple of chairs here. The reason why they're tipped over is because that's over some firewood. So someone that either lives around here or loves it around here has brought them two chairs up, made it so that the firewood is nice and protected for later on in the evening, whether it be tonight or wherever. I'll show you. So there you go. They've always got a fire pit ready. The chair is ready to sit down on as well. Oh. And that is a great use of outdoor furniture. I think this needs to be one of the spots for mine and Matt's next cup of coffee. We might not even need the stove, we can just make a fire. Depends if we get caught though. As you get to the top of that hill, you might notice that it's pretty waterlogged, but just because it's wet doesn't mean we can't benefit from it. Or if it makes uneven terrain, we can't benefit from it. Because we're nearing the end of our journey, we could just as easily give our boots a little bit of a rinse. There you go. I only recommend doing that if you've got waterproof socks. And this is me again giving a shout out to the waterproof socks. Right, we've come full circuit, because if you look in front here, then that is the entrance to Old Coach Road. So, that's it done now. Let's get home and get my checklist done.
Hello, hey, we're back. We've had a good day today. It's been a nice walk. So even though we've been on our own for some of it, we managed to meet up with Matt, have a nice little coffee and a catch-up. After we found out where it was using that What 3 Words app. Honestly, What 3 Words, if you don't have it, download it, because it's good just to know where you are and if you get lost. But let's have a look at some of our stats. Today we covered 14.31k, which is a good old distance. And it says our moving time was 2 hours 11 minutes, but a few of those times I actually forgot to pause it as I was like doing all filming and stuff like that, and weirdly enough it adds up more than you think, so I'll probably knock half an hour off that. And elevation, we got 367 metres, which is pretty good. Again, as a benchmark, pen against climb is about 415, so we're almost at the mountain today, you never know. It was a bit wet towards the end, but yeah, it was alright. Let's say moderate, but we were fine, don't worry about it. And just the walk itself were really fun. We've got some historic stuff at the start with Old Coach Road, and then at the end with Dark Lane. And we also got to see some good architecture just with the church at Stone Chair. That finishes the roundup. Oh, have we done our checklist? We've had a shower? Yes. Have we washed our boots? Yes, we have. And have we got our water? Yes, because you've got to rehydrate after something like that. We've been out for like 3.5 hours. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. It's been a nice walk, and if you want to do the same walk, I'll put a link to the mapped route of it. Other than that, stomp on that like button with your big boots. Subscribe and ring that notification bell if you want to keep up to date with all my videos. And I'm also on Instagram, Strava and Facebook, and the link for all those are also down in the bio as well. But see you next time for another Walk with Will.